In today's video, I am hitting the road. I am headed to a living cave. I am headed to north central Arkansas to Blanchard Springs Cavern. Blanchard Springs Caverns is located in the Ozark National Forest. Well, if you enjoy driving on a windy country road, you're going to love coming to see this Caverns. The drive is honestly a little rougher than I thought. I mean, it's a nice road, but it's very curvy to get here. Thank goodness for GPSs these days. We can go anywhere. So here I go. I'm by myself again today on this little trip, and I followed my GPS and I went through the town of Mountain View, Arkansas to get here. Now, there was another route I could have taken. I might try that route on the way home. The park is managed by the National Forest System, so we're going to be entering a federal building, and masks are still required at this time. The park has been closed for the past 2 years and has reopened only 2 weeks ago. The building is well maintained, very clean and tidy, nice gift shop, a very comfortable place to sit and wait for your tour to start. The National Forest Service recommends that you go ahead and book your ticket online before you get there, just to make sure they've got room for you. They only take 34 people down on each tour into the cave. The caves are only 58 degrees Fahrenheit, so you might need a jacket even in the summertime. And there's no bathrooms along the tour, so make sure you stop off at the bathroom before you get on that elevator going down over 200 feet to the entrance of the cave. Now, the tour that's open today and the tour I'm going on is called the Dripstone Trail. This tour takes approximately an hour. The tour is an easy walk and guided, and there's even 2 seating areas along the way of the trail if you needed to rest. There are only 50 stair steps to navigate in the entire tour. To really appreciate the beauty of these caves, you must visit the Caverns. The photos and the videos just don't do it justice. Inside these caves, it's spectacular and beautiful, and the sounds inside the caves of the water dripping and just the way it feels inside the cave. It's something everyone needs to experience. The tour guide was wonderful, very knowledgeable and funny. It was a very relaxed tour. He left plenty of time for anyone on the tour to ask questions. If you've never been inside a cave, I recommend you go. It's really something that you just can't describe, the way it feels inside the cave. It's amazing.
They've all got water on
They
it.
all got water on it. One of the reasons being, we're only about 80 or 90 feet below the surface, and the water has a much easier job, has it much easier getting through this as opposed to.
When the tour comes to an end, the guide takes you through a man-made shaft to exit the caverns to the outdoors. There's a short walk to a bus that's waiting to carry you back to the visitor center. I enjoyed the tour so much. I encourage you to visit Blanchard Springs Caverns. I think I'll even come back when they open up the Discovery Trail. Now, it's a little more strenuous, but I think I can handle it. What a wonderful time I've had at Blanchard Springs Caverns. But it's time to say goodbye and head home. On the way to Blanchard Springs today, I came through Mountain View, and it was a wonderful road, but very curvy. So I think I'm going to take that alternate route home. When I get to the stop sign, instead of heading left toward Mountain View, my GPS says I can go right through a small town called 56. Well, I'm going to try that route home and just see where it takes me. Well, it took me down another curvy road. It was just as curvy, and I turned several times, and eventually I turned onto a gravel road. I lost cell signal, and remember, I'm by myself in the middle of nowhere on a gravel road. Well, I'm going to trust my gut. I have started trusting that sense of fear inside. When I'm in a situation where I feel unsafe, I'm not comfortable, I get out of there. I'm turning around and seeing if I can find my way back to Blanchard Springs, or at least to Mountain View. But I did get back on a blacktop road, and I ended up at an intersection and my GPS was telling me to go right, but I could clearly see a sign that said Mountain View, the opposite direction. So I decided to go back to Mountain View. I thought if I get back to Mountain View, I'm going to make it home. So that's what I did. I trusted that instinct inside me, and I turned toward Mountain View and didn't listen to my GPS. It seemed like almost instantly, once I turned and started driving toward Mountain View, I just felt better. I felt safer. I saw homes, I saw farms, and very shortly, in just a few miles, I was back in that charming little town of Mountain View. I'd like to encourage you, if you're traveling alone and you get an uneasy feeling about the way your GPS is telling you to go, listen to your gut. Sometimes those shortcuts, those alternative routes, are not as good as you think they're going to be. Well, I had a wonderful time at Blanchard Springs Cavern. I want to encourage you to go visit Blanchard Springs Cavern and stop in Mountain View. It's a charming, charming little town. Thanks so much for watching today's video. I hope you'll like the video and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, bye.